Hey, thanks for joining into the video. Today we're going to be talking about the players meeting for the Spring Sling at Buck Lake this coming weekend. Just would like to thank you all for signing up for the tournament and helping to donate money to the youth group. As of this tournament, we've donated a pretty good bit on the last two tournaments to the youth group to help with their trips that they're going on, so it is greatly appreciated. My name is Marshall Griffiths. I do run the Buck Lake Disc Golf Club here, and this is...
I'm James Koss with Team Flight Factory.
And he will be the assistant TD. Not in the video today is Patrick Harity. He will be your TD for this tournament. So want to hit some quick points here. When you're coming into the church, it's very important. We have a new driveway off of Mahan. If you could come in off of that driveway, we will post a picture right up here. It'll show the parking area, where you need to park. You'll come in off of Mahan. There's a driveway. We'll be parking on the soccer field. There will be cones leading people out to that area. We ask that you park there. The church is doing VBS this week for our kids. Just a quick plug, if you have kids and we'd really like to have you come to the VBS. There is plenty of spots open for your kids that are 5th grade and below. So just think about that. So anyhow, there will be a parking area. It will be marked with cones on the soccer field. We ask that you park there. If you do come in off of Pedrick, you'll just follow the road all the way back around behind the church, and there'll be some kids directing you there. If you see them, tell them thank you, and for them coming out to help.
All right, and we will have a... Did we lose the signal?
No.
All right, good. All right, good. It just went out.
Yeah.
All right. So we have check-in is at the front of the youth room, and that's going to be where we always have typically for our tournaments. So we'll be right up front, and so you can anticipate that happening. We'll be there about 7 o'clock in the morning. You can come in and get your players packs. We'll be there about 8 o'clock or so doing check-in until the time of the tournament. All right, beyond that, players packs, let's talk a little bit about that. We're going to have 2 Lucid discs for you. We've got a good variety of discs from Dynamic Disc available for you. We're also going to have different types of minis. These are like little rubber minis that are kind of nice. I've never seen something like this. They're kind of nice, sweet minis. And also we've got...
Also we'll have some stainless steel water bottles. We will have either hand dye, probably Dynamic Disc. I know Latitude 64 was in there, and probably West Side. But it is a 32-ounce stainless steel water bottle. So if you didn't have one for the tournament, you will have one now.
And also we'll have a $5 gift card, or excuse me, a coupon to Play It Again Sports, so you can go get more merchandise. And
on that, we will have a raffle. Play It Again Sports donated to the youth group a $100 raffle card, a $100 gift card, and we're going to set up a raffle. Probably do $5 a ticket. If you get $10 worth, you'll get 3. If you do 20, you'll get 6. And all of that money that's raised will go straight back to the youth group. It will not come to us as a club, so that would help out. We'll also be throwing in some other things. We got some other couple of discs laying around that we'll throw into that raffle also. It'll just be a 1 pull, and whoever gets it, gets it. We did talk about it will be a shotgun start for this weekend, and what a shotgun start means is that at 8:20 you need to be at your hole 10 minutes prior to 8:30. So at 8:20 you need to be in that area. At 8:28 there will be a horn blast, which means the 2-minute warning. At the 2-minute warning, there is no disc allowed to be thrown. If you throw a disc, that is a stroke penalty. At 8:30 the horn will sound, and that's when we start playing. There will be usually a long horn blast to let people know that it's time to start. So that your holes will be, I'll post that probably Thursday evening and tell you what hole you're starting on. We are playing a 26-hole layout. So basically we're going to have 13 baskets that most divisions, and we'll get into that in just a second, we'll play twice. We will be using PDGA live scoring. It is imperative that we have at least 1. It'd be very nice to have 2 on each card doing live scoring, and the live scoring will be pdga.com/score, and it will be the code will be BUCK, B-U-C-K. The layouts. So the first round is 26 holes for most divisions except for FA3, FA4, MJ10, and FJ15. All the others will be playing the 26-hole layout. Those will just be playing 13 twice. The second round will be 13 holes, and and it will start as soon as everyone's finished from lunch. It'll be an hour after the last card finishes.
All right, let's go over a few of the OBs for those 13 holes. First of all, again, we do encourage you to use the PDGA app for scoring. In that, you'll be able to see hole by hole. We'll have the Mando mentions, the out of bounds rules will be on that as well. So make sure you use that PDGA app for looking at those things. When we're playing the tournament, for the most part, if there's a questionable call, whether something's made the Mando, whether it's out of bounds, don't take a lot of time on it. 30 seconds top, look at it, make a group call, and go for it. If there's a question on that, you can play provisional. Provisionals are important, so that way you get a chance to have a chance to save your score. And so if there's any dispute, play provisional.
That provisional, you can come back to the tournament director after the round and say, hey, this is what we had. What is your ruling on it? And it could go either way.
Sure. You'll need to play out both thrown discs into completion, keep the score, put one of them in the scorecard, move forward, and then afterwards we can discuss it and we can adjust it if we make a decision in the other direction. Let's see, there's two things for our course. We're going to talk about OBs and hazards. OBs are standard PDGA rules. If it's out of bounds, you come back to where it was last in bounds. For the most part, it's 1 meter. Other than from Pedrick Road, there's a 2 meters from Pedrick Road for safety purposes. And we also have hazards. For many of our divisions, we'll be using the hazard for the hole by hole 11, 12, and behind hole 10. That is a hazard area, so you're going to throw your next disc from where the disc lands, and with a 1-stroke penalty. So let's get into some specifics. Hole 1, we know there's a Mando standard for our course. For those of you who may be new, we got a Mando. You have to throw to the right of that. If you miss it, we will have a marked drop zone. And also there is a sidewalk, a driving path that's kind of behind the basket. If you land on or beyond, that is out of bounds. For hole 2, we also have another Mando. You have to throw to the left of the net that we've got attached to a tree. There's also going to be a drop zone to the left of that. The asphalt driveway that I mentioned on hole 1 is also by hole 2. That is considered a river. If you land on it, you are considered out of bounds. If you also, for Pedrick Road, if you go into Pedrick Road, as I mentioned, take 2 meters relief. Be careful getting your disc. You're playing from inbounds, as always, standard rules, so be careful of that. We've actually had someone in a casual round throwing from the road. That is not acceptable. Bring it inbounds, 2 meters, and play your next shot. Moving on to hole 7, the next one that has any kind of out of bounds mention. Hole 7 is an island hole. All asphalt is out of bounds. Also, the grass behind the basket where the trash cans are at, that's basically 7A's fairway. If you land there, you're also out of bounds. Next, we've got hole 9. There is, of course, the Mando tree. You need to throw to the right of that. We'll have a drop zone marked there. The asphalt to the left of the fairway and beyond is all out of bounds. And lastly, holes 10, 11, and 12, the holding pond. I already mentioned that about the definition for the hazard. That is a hazard if you land there for only MA1, MA2, MA3, MA4, MA40, and MJ18. That is holes 10, 11, and 12. Also for hole 12, the asphalt road, not the concrete sidewalk, but it's just the asphalt road on hole 12 is out of bounds. So that concludes all of our out of bounds specifications. If there's any questions, talk to us. We'll make any clarifications if needed. A couple other things. Water placements, we'll have water on holes 3 and 7, but please bring your own water because it's probably going to be warm Saturday. And also the bathrooms, there are bathroom doors where the church is in the hallway behind the youth center. Those doors right there are going to be open during the tournament. The doors to the front after we start the tournament will be locked, and so make sure you come into those side doors.
And that's another thing. So the check-in on Saturday morning will happen in the foyer of the youth room. After that, like you said, the doors will be locked. We do have, like I said, BBS going on. We're going to have a lot of people on the campus coming in to set up their rooms for BBS, so they have no idea what we're doing out here with disc golf. So please use patience and caution with them. Don't throw into vehicles. We're going to do our best to have spotters and places to get the cars moving on down the road. So please bring your own lunch. There is no lunch provided this time. We are close to a Publix, Wendy's, and then right there at the gas station there's a Subway in that Shell station right there also. There's also a Waffle House down the road. You're 10 or 15 minutes you can go up to Capitol Circle in Mayhem. There's plenty of things to eat up there, but come prepared. Bring your own water, and we just look forward to having you all here.
Yep, I recommend, Marshall and I, when we travel, go to a tournament, pack a lunch. It's so much easier. You're not as stressed getting somewhere, eating fast food. So pack a lunch, make it easy on yourself, and hang out with some friends, meet some new friends. But we look forward to seeing you at the tournament.
Yep, other than that, thank you all once again, and we'll see y'all Saturday morning bright and early. Check in once again, starts at 7 to 8, tee offs at 8:30. We'll see you then.
All right.
Take care.
Thanks.